want to make your videos more engaging and more professional, this tutorial is for you. I'm going to walk you through the final phase of the editing process where you can add overlays, so B-roll, stock footage, text, motion graphics, and use sound effects and sound to enhance your video and make it more engaging. Keep in mind this works for any video editing software. I use Premiere Pro because that's what I know and like, but this will work across all platforms. They all have the same similar functionality. So let's jump into my Premiere Pro. All right, so here we are in my timeline, and I have made all the edits that I need to the actual message, to the dialogue. So this is all the A-roll, the talking head video. I cut out the mistakes like the gaps or any errors or mistakes. I'm just doing a very short little segment. It's a short little pitch from a different video where I talk about my done for you video mentorship program that includes editing. So I'll just be talking about that. This works, as I said, on any type of video that you do. But I'm going to show you where I make the choice to use other assets in the video and why. So we're going to go through that, and we're going to turn this into from take basically raw footage into a final polished video and ready to export. So yeah, I got all the stuff that I need. Remember, I have my transcript here. Should load in a second. There it is. That's why. There it is. So you can reference that there. But as you can see, this is a script that if you planned your script or you know what you're saying in it, you can kind of find the points where you know it's going to make the most sense to use the extra assets. I'm going to show you an example of each main type of video asset that you can use to enhance it. So this line starts, normally you'd have a hook, but this is from a different video where I'd already introduced the program, and I was talking about different ways to get your editing done, and then I mentioned my mentorship program that has done for you editing. So you could choose to work with my done for you video mentorship program. So that is the name of the solution, the thing that I want them to perceive as the holy grail, the solution to their problems. So because that is the name of the thing that I want them to be most excited about, I'm going to use something that grabs their attention. So I'm going to use a text pop-up, and I'm going to give it a sound effect too, and I might cue music right after that. But first, let me show you where I get all of these assets and how you can do it too based on where you're at. Now, I have stuff downloaded. I have stuff saved on my hard drive. So I have, sound effects, named stuff that I use often. I have another batch of sound effects here from a different source. I keep them in different folders from different sources. It's just how I do it, but find an organizational structure that works for you where you know that you're going to be able to access it. I have stock footage here from various sources, and here they're labeled into different categories just so I can easily find stuff that I'm looking for if I don't want to have to go download new footage. Here's some GIFs. There's not a ton of them. I've used some GIFs in my editing. Here's stuff from Motion Array. So this is a new library I've been building, so it's kind of like new stuff. Nature, I got everything labeled there as well. And I also have video production assets. So I have mine spread across different folders, but I know where everything is. So that's all that matters. Keep it in a folder in a place where you can easily access. You could just call everything like overlays or stock assets, stock video assets. And then from there, you could have a folder for motion graphics like I do here, right? Different kinds of stuff. I got arrows, letters, pack of neon arrows just to draw attention to stuff. I have a space one as well. I haven't used this yet. I'm keeping it in the third dimension for now, but I'm excited to use that one someday on a more philosophical or spacey video. But so I have everything saved that I need to use. I also have stuff loaded into my graphic templates that I've used. And keep in mind, Adobe, I'm using Premiere Pro, they have assets you can use. I bet Final Cut does too. I don't know about DaVinci, but it likely does. And there's also a lot of platforms that allow you to use plugins so that you can access their libraries straight from your editing interface. I haven't gotten there yet because my system works for me. I have stuff saved in the folder. I know where it is, so it's not too much time for me to pull something in and use it and deploy it in the video. But if you want to start getting your own library of assets, let me just show you some resources. I got to bring it over from my other screen here. All right, check this out. So B-roll, stock footage, if you want to show a clip of something else that you didn't necessarily shoot that's related to whatever you're talking about. Pexels.com is a free one, and you can do photos or videos. But I've gotten a lot of stock footage from that, and you can go and search for whatever you want. Say you want a content creator because you're talking about that or whatever in your video. There's some footage here, and they have it in wide and vertical. These are vertical, but here's some wides. So there's people shooting content, right? So you can find some free stuff that way. They also have links to licenses where you can buy stuff. Like these are sponsored videos from iStock, and they have a ton of good stuff too. So you can do that. That's just for stock footage though. If you want sound effects, freesound.org is where I got my first batch of free sounds, and they have a lot of stuff. Sometimes I still go there if I need something specific, and I find it there, and you can download it and save it and have it ready to go. You'll find that a lot of stuff you can repurpose in videos. So if I saved like a pop sound or a swoosh sound, and I use those, like those are the main sounds I use for like a text pop up or text sliding in really fast. I do the swoosh, or if you do a cut that comes to another frame, you can go whoosh, and those are great ones to use, and I use those over and over again, and it's fine. But you can find all kinds of stuff there. If you want to a bigger library of stuff of everything, motionarray.com. I have an account here, and look at all this stuff you can get. You can get templates for all of these editing programs. There's presets for the main editing programs, a lot of them. We got motion graphics, LUTs, footage, so that's more stock footage. There's music as well, voiceover, sound effects, graphics. There's a ton of stuff here, and you can just kind of search for what you want. Video templates, preset, yeah, everything. And another one, artlist.io. I've used this before. I don't have an account right now, but I've used this, and they have a ton of stuff as well. Music, footage, sound effects, voiceover, templates, LUTs, tools. That looks like it's new. I wonder what that is. We can see boost your video editor with powerful tools. Yeah, just kind of extra stuff. Oh, there's extensions, so you can search and download music and sound effects right into your Premiere Pro. So if you're not someone like me, it might be where I already have a library of stuff built up. I know exactly where it is. This will allow you to search new stuff. So I might be plugging this in at some point into my Premiere Pro so I can easily access it. Another one I've gotten stuff from, it does have sound effects, it doesn't have music, but content creator templates.com. I like these guys. They have a really organized platform. You can search by software, so stuff that's going to work only specifically with each software, and then you can find, a title graphic, motion graphic, a LUT, overlay, text, background, transitions, logo animation, effects, all kinds of stuff. So that's kind of where I get stuff, and it might be worth plugging stuff into your Premiere Pro if you can get that set up. It's going to save you a lot of time if you're just starting out now. But since I already have a library built up, I know where everything is that I like to use. So I'm going to just show you where and why I choose to use these assets. Because if you do it throughout the whole video, that's too much in my opinion. I like to just use it at moments where you emphasize a point that the speaker is making and to enhance the video. Too much is overkill in my opinion. Some people love stuff flying around all over, cuts all over the place. I don't want to spend that much time editing if I'm doing editing myself. I'd rather just focus on the message, get it out there, and have assets for the main stuff. So, as we discussed, you could choose my Done For You Video Mentorship Program, right? That is the thing that I want to introduce. So I'm going to use a motion graphic, or like a text pop-up, and I have one called Glitch that I've used, and I'm going to just drag this in, and this is pre-animated text that I can customize the text on. I'll double click it, so it's going to bring up the text that you'll see. Right now it has the custom, so this is for you, Done For You Video Mentorship, and let's watch it now. Actually, I'm going to just bring in a sound effect. Video game power up is what I want to use with this, because I've seen this effect in action. So I use a pop a lot, but that's usually just like a simple text box pop-up. But this one is glitchy, and you'll see what I mean when I play it. So I'm adding the sound right where it starts, and I'm going to turn it down a little bit. We'll try that and see how that works with the dialogue. So here's where I introduce it. Let's see what happens.
Work with my video mentorship.
Okay, and I didn't customize it enough. I liked the sound where it pops up, but we need to transform this and make it fit. So we got to bring down the scale. That's pretty good, but I don't like it so close to my face, so I'm going to bring it down a little bit. And I could change the color right here if I wanted, but I'm just going to go with white. I don't mind that. You can read it. It's easy enough. So let's watch it now. Let's start from the beginning.
You could choose to work with my video mentorship.
I think the sound's a little bit too loud still. Around 23, 25, pretty good. Let's try 18.
I don't for you video mentorship.
Still a little too loud. I think 23 is what I want. Right there. 23.8. Negative 23.8.
Done for you video mentorship program.
That's
and
good.
this goes beyond just the editing.
I'm going to have it end right there. And I'm going to just do a simple fade out on it. I don't like to make my stuff very fancy. Look, these are built-in effects in Premiere Pro. Cross dissolve is a good one. Common. I'm going to shorten it so it just kind of fades out quick. Let's see.
Program. And this goes beyond just the editing. This is...
All right. So, right there, I'm going to make a cut. Because I didn't cut this up. I showed you... I'm going to make a cut right there. And this is where I'm going to scale it in. Because we've had 6 seconds in one camera angle. And now I want to go to a close-up because I'm going to describe something in more detail. So when I introduce a concept and then I switch to going into more detail and explaining it, I usually punch it on my face so it's like, oh, listen more closely. So
this is where I work one-on-one with you or the creator, the content creator of your business, the narrator of the videos, to craft the right messaging. First, we pinpoint the right kind of videos that's going to move the needle on your business. We make a production plan to make it happen. We spend some time creating the script, making sure it's going to be effective so that when you deliver it, it's not going to complicate the process. You're going to have all the words that you need to say
in order to accomplish a certain business goal. Make more conversions, make more sales, bring more people into your program, whatever it is. We're going to pinpoint that before you shoot, just through a couple calls and a couple simple worksheets that I will fill out for you based on your calls, and then I'll give you a script.
You a script, I'll give you a shooting plan. You shoot with what you have. We'll go over any technical issues that you have or concerns that you have.
So
this is where I work one-on-one with you or the creator, the content creator of your business, the narrator of the videos.
So right there, I'm just gonna have a quick cut in, scale in, right? So I mark the end of the clip and then I go to my effect controls and I want to be zoomed in a little bit, so I'm going to do it at a scale 150. And you can see that's a little more zoomed in. I'm going to center myself a little bit more. That's not bad. So watch that transition now.
Just the editing. This is where I work one-on-one with you or the creator, the content creator of your business, the narrator of the videos, to craft the right messaging. First, we pinpoint the
so
with you or
working one-on-one. I'm going to add some B-roll here to iterate that point, to make the viewer able to visualize it. So I'm saying I work with you one-on-one. I should have some footage here of entrepreneurs working. Let's say I want to visualize people getting one-on-one support and it's remote. So we're just going to throw that up right here. You might need to scale it in, because you can see that's set to a different setting. Scale the frame size. There we go. And now it's the right dimensions.
I work one-on-one with you or the creator, the content creator of your business.
So that works. I got some stock footage there.
You or the
B-roll
creator, the content creator of your business, the narrator of the videos, to craft the right messaging. First, we pinpoint the right messaging first of the videos to craft the right messaging.
I'm going to delete this part because I wanted to start right with the process. So right
Of your business, the narrator of the videos. First, we pinpoint the.
So now I'm describing the process and things that we do, and in the mentorship program. So.
Right kind of videos that's going to move the needle on your business. We make a production plan to make it happen. We spend some time.
I literally list each thing here. So let's see. That's first we pinpoint the right kind of videos. 2, we make a production plan. 3, we spend some time creating the script, making sure it's going to be effective so that when you deliver, it's not going to overcomplicate the process. So I think it's 3 things. Yeah, describe what it is. So I think 4, I'll give you a shooting plan. We'll get you 5. We'll get you a polished product that's ready to go. I think those are the 5 steps of the process, and then I reiterate the value again. So I'm going to use some more text pop-ups to describe and visually show how this process works. So I'm going to use this simple text preset. I really like this one. I like simple. One, you'll see what it does. And let's see, let's get it lined up.
Videos. First, we pinpoint.
I think right there. And then, this is one that I like to use my pop sound effect on. And keep in mind, some of these, this one's from Free Sound for the win, but you can see it has multiple sound waves here, so it's like multiple forms of a pop. I know I've listened to it a bunch of times, so I know they all work. They're all pretty much the same, but I'm just going to use this one, and I want to make sure the sound wave is there at about the same time that the text pops up. So that's little sound wave, this is the pop right here. I need that to be about right there. And then you can shorten it, doesn't matter because it's silent, so watch this.
First, we pinpoint.
So it pops up, but it's not in the right position, and we didn't have the right text, so we're going to do, let me get the exact wording that we...
First, we pinpoint the right kind of videos that's going to move the needle.
The right kind of videos that move the needle. So pinpoint the right videos to make.
First, we pinpoint.
So I'm going to call this 1, pinpoint the right videos. And
first, we pinpoint.
And that is a little too big. We'll make it a little smaller. 75 looks good. And then I'm going to bring it down. Right there is good. I like my hand motions, but it's all right. It can cover it. You can still see that I'm gesturing. So let's see it now.
First, we pinpoint the right kind of videos that's going to move the needle.
And I could change this color. I kind of like a blue. I'm just going to go with blue because I like blue.
On your business, we make a production plan to make it happen.
All right, so we got the second one.
Business.
I'm just going to shorten that because that's where I want it to end, and I want the next one to pop up. So actually what I do, I try not to use a bunch of different motion graphics or pop-ups. If I use one, or I use 1 or 2 per video basically, and that way it's consistent, it has the same theme, and you don't need to overcomplicate the process for yourself. So I copied both that and the sound effect, right? I hit copy, I highlighted them both and I hit copy. I put the cursor where I want it to start, and then I'm gonna hit Command V, this is on a Mac, and that pastes it right there, but where did the sound effect go? Control Z, I don't think I copied the sound effect. So I just troubleshoot as I go. And let's see if that pastes it. There we go. Got it that time. So now we're going to switch, and then we just change the text inside of it. So that's right here. There we go. So this is number 2, and I'm going to have to get the text. What do I say?
We make a production plan to make it happen.
Number 2, we make a production plan. Make a production plan. So now we got that.
Your business, we make a production plan to make it happen.
We spend some, let's hear what I say.
Spend some time creating the script, making sure it's going to be effective.
Create the script.
Production plan to make it happen. We spend some time.
I'm going to do it right here at the sound wave. I'm going to paste it again. All right.
creating the script, making sure.
And then I'm gonna just change that text again, right? Create the script.
It's going to be effective so that when you deliver it, complicate the process. You're going to have all the words that you need to say in order to accomplish a certain business goal. Make more conversions, make more sales, bring more people into your program, whatever it is. We're going to
There we go. Now we got my transcript.
pinpoint that before we shoot. Just through a couple calls and a couple.
And then I say,
you a script, I'll give you a shoot.
I kind of rambled there a little bit because this was off the cuff. Just kind of candid talking about my offer, but here's the phase 4 of my mentorship process.
That I will fill out for you based on our calls, and then I'll give you a script.
I'll give you a script. That was part of the last point, number 3.
I'll give you a shooting.
I'll give you a shooting plan. So
script.
Right here's where I need it to start. Paste.
I'll give you a script. I'll give you a shooting plan.
And I gotta change that. So this is gonna be number 4. 4. Give you a shooting plan.
I'll give you a script. I'll give you a shooting plan. You shoot with what you have. We'll go over any technical issues that you have or concerns that you have about capturing the video and the audio. And then you get me the footage and I will hand.
Okay, whoops. We're posted on the wrong line there. Keep in mind, you can select these tracks to see where it'll post. So now this is going to post here on V2 and on A2, so the audio line.
And I will handle the editing. We'll get you a polished product.
I like a polished product as the start actually. So I'm going to move it to right there, and we're going to call this a polished video. So let's change that text. I believe this was number 5. So I'm just gonna 5, get you a polished video.
Editing. We'll get you a polished product that's ready to go.
I'm gonna say videos. Actually, I'm gonna say get you ready to go videos.
Editing. We'll get you a polished product that.
I want this to fit, so here's the text scale. There we go. It's a little smaller than the others, but you can still read it. So I have that fitting, and I could raise this, make it a little bigger. You can mess with that. You could also rephrase it so it fits better. 5, get you ready to go videos. I think that's fine. You get the point, right? So
editing. We'll get you a polished product that's ready to go. And
so back to transcript. Let's see where I'm at. I'm at just over a minute, so it's going to be around right here.
And we can do a batch of videos. We're going to make sure you get everything that you need with this program. So if you're interested in that, you can check.
So if you're interested in that, this is where I pretty much give a call to action. So yeah, if you're interested in that, you can check it out. There's a link. Because I'm giving the call to action, I want that emphasis to be on me, right? I'm going to go back to my effect controls, and I'm going to punch this in again to 150. Zoomed in, and remember I was going to recenter it. Cool. All right, see that transition?
We're going to make sure you get everything that you need with this program. So if you're interested in that, you can check it out. There's a link, and yeah, that's an option for you as well. We can figure that out. But with this mentorship program, we're going to get
I don't need that little bit of text. We can figure this out.
Well, we can figure that out. But
I'm going to delete that. Oh, did the wrong delete. Here we go.
Yeah, that's an option for you as well. We can figure that out. But
I'm just going to do it this way. Make sure it gets done. Okay, I'm going to drag this back. Now we got that cut out.
For you as well. With this mentorship program, we're going to get the priority videos, the batch of them that you need the most right now, and we're going to get them produced well and effectively so that you can deploy them and they'll work for your business 24/7 and effectively. right.
I'm going to reiterate this main point, and I'm going to use this one again. Actually, since I already have it, let me just show you. You can do that and bring in the sound effect again and repurpose it, but this is why I only use like 1 to 2 sound effects with this, motion graphics with the same sound effects. I can copy it from before, and it's already lined up, ready to go with the sound, and then you just got to change the text.
As well. With this mentorship program, we're going to get the priority.
And as you can see, I cut things a little too early here, so I'm going to drag it out with the A, select all. I'm going to just extend it a little bit.
With this mentor.
Yeah, now you get the whole word, with this mentorship.
Well, with this mentorship program, we're going to get the priority videos, the batch of them that you need the most right now, and we're going to get them produced well and effectively so that you can.
Here's the benefit.
So that you can deploy them and they'll.
Deploy the right videos. I like that word, deploy. This makes it sound like a military campaign, military intelligence campaign. Which, you know, business, you gotta be smart about it. You gotta have the intelligence. So here we go. Let's see how it works.
Deploy them and they'll work for your business 24/7 for the foreseeable future. So, yeah, check that out if you're interested.
Check that out if you're interested, right? I could add some more text there if I want. Check it out. Click the link. But I don't think I need it. I'm just trying to show you what's possible. If this was like a higher end production, like a full-on video sales letter that's like 5 to 7 minutes long, or an ad, I would use a ton more assets. So like my VSL for my mentorship program, I believe is about 7 minutes long, and I had a ton of edits like this. So I just had a lot more opportunities in a longer video to do that. And I had more stock footage. Remember I showed you how to add the stock footage right here of someone working on the computer like they're talking to a coach. I got the pop-ups with sound effects. And, you know, say you want to do, there is a part, I'm going to show you this, another example of something. To show stock footage or a screenshot of something that pertains to like your work and what you do. I mentioned my scripts, right? My script worksheets. Let's find where that is. A couple simple worksheets, right? I want to visually show that. Sometimes when you're talking about your process or results, you show a screenshot, like how much money you made or how much money a client's made or whatever it is. Or if you have like a guided journal product or something like that, you want to show them like a screen recording of that, or if it's a physical product, show it in action just so they have a visual reference to what you're talking about. Now, I mentioned my script worksheets, and I know that I have a screen recording where I scroll through the worksheets. I just show it so it's like visual proof that these things exist, right? And makes it more appealing because like, oh, look at that. There's like good info there. Let me just find where I saved those because I haven't used those in a minute. Okay. It's in my marketing assets folder. So I know I have a screen recording of my scripting worksheets. It's in my mentorship VSL because that's the program it goes for most of the time. Screen recordings. So here's where I demo the scripting worksheets, right? This is just B-roll that I knew I would use. It's like custom to my own offer. And that can be really useful to have. It is not the right size. Because it's a screen recording. Oh, it is not the right size. You can see these black spaces at the end. It doesn't fit the whole frame. If you make it a little bit bigger, you can play with that, and then you get it. And I want to show the script worksheets itself. So I'm going to find that part of the video. I have myself on the screen here. Here's the Google Drive where I display it. Now I'm going to go back to where I was. And a couple script worksheets.
And a couple simple.
So I'm going to just start it right here. I just want to show that I have them, right?
Just through a couple calls and a couple simple worksheets that I will fill out for you based on our calls. And then
that's it. I just want to show it like that. This is not the best example, and I would actually show more close-up of one of these scripting sheets, but for the sake of time and just showing you what I mean, that's what I would do. Here's an example. If I talk about my camera settings guide, you can just kind of like scroll through it to show what you're talking about, and that can be an example of using your own B-roll in a really simple way. So I got that there. I show visual proof of the scripting worksheets. I say this is pretty good for now. I'm just trying to show you how this works. As I said, there could be a lot more. You could do a lot more with it, but don't need it. Here's the audio from that screen recording, which I don't need, so I'm going to delete it. And now, really, the only thing left, I have sound effects, I have my graphics, and my cut-ins and stuff. I'm just going to add music now. So I sometimes start with a little bit of silence so people listen, and then when you introduce something, it gets a little more exciting. I think of it like a movie trailer. You change the music throughout to evoke different moods. So when I introduce the offer, I'm going to cue some music. So let's check this out.
Choose to work with my done-for-you video mentorship program. And this...
It's like the light at the end of the tunnel. So I want this to be exciting. I'm going to add some music. And I do lo-fi a lot in these kind of videos. I preview it before I display or use it, but just to make sure it works. Let's see. Too slow. I want a little more pump up. I know this one's good. I'm going to use that just as an example, right? So I'm going to make sure it's on the right track. That ended up on 4. We can move that up to 3. And you don't want this full loud drowning out your voice here. Listen. Way too loud. You can't even hear me talking. So a good volume is negative 23 for talking.
And this goes beyond just the editing. This is where
Actually, sometimes in these, I even go a little lower. Just because I want like a little bit of background noise to evoke a little mood. So I'm going to do 31.4, negative 31.4. Let's check this out.
Program. And this goes beyond just the editing. This is where I work one-on-one with you or
I like it.
The content creator of your business, the narrator of the videos.
Now I'm just going to kind of watch and look, or I can look in the transcript to find a spot where I might switch the music. Because it changes the mood and keeps it dynamic if you have musical changes in the background. It's like a subtle, subconscious thing, but it works. Like in my VSL that's 7 minutes long, I had like 5 music tracks, and anytime the mood or like the subject changed, I used new music. Or sometimes I'd have a little gap where it gets quiet again without music, and then I launch into a new discussion about something, and then I cue more music. So I'm gonna just find a spot where I can end this song and start a new one. I might just do it at the end of describing the process, because then I talk about the benefits and results again. You shoot with what you have. We'll go over any technical issues you have or concerns that you have capturing the video, and then you get me the footage, and I'll handle the editing. We'll get you a polished product that's ready to go. So that was the last one. And this is going to be on a case-by-case basis, based on specific needs, where your business needs the most, accomplish your most important goals, and we can do a batch of videos. We're going to make sure that everything you need, you get everything you need with this program. I like right there.
Videos, we're going to make sure you get everything that you need with this program. So
I'm going to fade it out, right, with my keyframes. Right here, and lower that. I just lowered this last one, so it's gonna fade out.
You get everything that you need with this program. So
right here, I'm gonna add a pump up song. And I know exactly which one I want to use because I've used this in a lot of songs, although I can't recall what folder it's in. It should be in, oh yeah, it's in this. What's My Niche is an episodic series I did. And I had some theme songs. Randy Butternubs. This is a classic. A little bit funky. I'm going to go to where it really picks up. You can see the sound waves. This is where there's always an intro in the song. I usually find like the best part of the song a lot of the times. Try right there. And I'm going to extend it so that I can fade it in as well. And remember, this is still too loud. We need it to be the same as the last one. So negative 31. We'll do negative 28. It's close enough.
With this program. So if you're interested in that, you can check it out. There's a link.
See that?
And yeah, that's an option for you as well. With this mentorship program, we're going to get the priority videos.
All right. And I think I've showed you enough. You can take creative license and liberty in how you do all this, what you add. I'm showing you why I make these choices and where are good opportunities to do that. Obviously, this was a longer video. You'd want more songs. You can have more change up. You have more visuals, more B-roll, more pop-ups if you need it. But I think for about this length, this is about all I would do. I'd maybe have a little more B-roll in here, but I think it's not necessary for the sake of this tutorial because I'm not going to be using this video for anything. I just wanted to show you my process and my workflow. But now it's got the stuff. Let's watch it all the way through so you can see how that looks. I'll make it a little bit bigger. All right, let's check it out.
You could choose to work with my Done For You video mentorship program. And this goes beyond just the editing. This is where I work one-on-one with you or the creator, the content creator of your business, the narrator of the videos. First, we pinpoint the right kind of videos that's going to move the needle on your business. We make a production plan to make it happen. We spend some time creating the script, making sure it's going to be effective so that when you deliver it, it's not going to complicate the process. You're going to have all the words that you need to say in order to accomplish a certain business goal. Make more conversions, make more sales, bring more people into your program, whatever it is. We're going to pinpoint that before we shoot, just through a couple calls and a couple simple worksheets that I will fill out for you based on our calls. And then I'll give you a script, I'll give you a shooting plan. You shoot with what you have. We'll go over any technical issues that you have or concerns that you have about capturing the video and the audio. And then you get me the footage and I will handle the editing. We'll get you a polished product that's ready to go. And
keep in mind, I wouldn't release this. I'd have a little more space behind the 5, but for the sake of time in this tutorial, I'm just showing you where it was. So when you rewatch your videos like this, it's a good idea to look for little mistakes like this and things that you can improve, make it look more professional, even more consistent and engaging. So this is an example where I would mess with that, try to give a little more space. Maybe I'd reword it so it's shorter. Get your videos really is all you need to say. Is like get your videos or get polished videos. Get ready to go videos. I could get rid of get you, and that's might help a little bit. Why don't I do that right now? Just to practice what I preach. Check this out. Get your ready to go videos. There. Now we got a little more white space on the ends. It's just better. So from there,
a polished product that's ready to go, and this is going to be based on a case-by-case basis based on your specific needs, what your business needs the most to accomplish your most important goals right now. And we can do a batch of videos. We're going to make sure you get everything that you need with this program. So if you're interested in that, you can check it out. There's a link, and yeah, that's an option for you as well. With this mentorship program, we're going to get the priority videos, the batch of them that you need the most right now, and we're going to get them produced well and effectively so that you can deploy them and they'll work for your business 24/7 for the foreseeable future. So yeah, check that out if you're interested.
And I had the music fade out. That's the end, right? Save. It's ready to go. I like to do that final pass. Watch it. Make sure everything looks good because there might be little tweaks you can add. You might find another opportunity to add something to enhance it. But I will say don't try to overdo it. Especially if it's not like a really important foundational video that might run for a long time, like a VSL or an ad. Those are the ones where you really need to capture people's attention hard, and maybe your YouTube videos too, or organic videos. Sometimes you need that extra stuff to capture attention because people have the attention spans of goldfish these days. But essentially, as long as you just have a little bit in there and you use it at the right moments, and it relates to the script. What you can use the script to find those moments too, because it all goes down to what you're talking about, the subject matter, when you introduce something new, when you provide a solution to something that you want to be the holy grail, the thing that these people like view as, wow, that's the light at the end of the tunnel that I need. That's where you want like a sound effect, a text pop-up, music change of an uplifting song or something like that. So there's all kinds of ways you can test different variations of this, and you can get fancier with it. I just like to keep it simple, and if you're starting out, I suggest you do the same. Just use a little bit here and there. It's great if you're summarizing like 5 main points to accomplish, whatever, how to sew a hat, whatever it is. 1.1 text pop-up, point 2 text pop-up, because it just iterates that point, it emphasizes it. And that's really powerful in a video edit. So I hope this was helpful for you. If you found this tutorial helpful, you're gonna love my full course, the Scrappy Creator's Guide to Simplifying Video. I'll walk you through every step of the process and give you a ton of resources that help you get out there and get shooting in as simple and as efficient a form as possible. So if you're interested in that, there's a link below, and yeah, I'll see you over there. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.